Hello everyone, I'm Hallowed, and today I'm going to be showing you what I've done in my game Battleful Botanists. I envision it to be a co-op 4-player roguelike, where you and your friends can go into the dungeon as these botanists and go and destroy all the monsters there. I've been working on this small project for a few days now, and I'm here to show you what progress I've made in this devlog, and hopefully make more devlogs in the future. The main mechanic of the game is you control these botanists, and they have this ability which allows them to transform into plants or plant creatures, and each of these plant creatures has like a normal attack and a special attack they use to fight enemies. But how they turn into this plant creature is they actually have to collect seeds that are sometimes dropped by this one enemy I've created. So the enemies we've got so far are the basic slime and the treasure slime. And the treasure slime is the one that can drop healing and also the seeds that make you transform into these different plant types. So the types I've got right now is a basic mushroom who has like an area of effect special attack and a spore scatter normal attack. And then we've also got this bush which has like a thorny shield which you can use to ram into enemies as its normal attack, and it can place down a cherry bomb as its special attack. Those are all the enemies and player characters I have now, but I'm trying to develop as many as I can. Because this is going to be a roguelike, we're going to have different plants of different like rarities, so you might have common plants, but then you might have legendary plants, and I'm hoping I can design a good few. My goal is around maybe 30 plants in all, and maybe you guys could suggest some in the comments that you want to make into the actual thing. So the game is controlled right now by the keyboard. Player 1 will use WASD and F to normal attack and G to special attack. I envision this not being a mouse worthy game. You wouldn't use your mouse at all really. And then player 2 would use arrow keys, the slash key and shift for their special attack and normal attack respectively. And it adds like a kind of controller feel to the keyboard, and it's good for 2 players, but I feel like I'm gonna eventually have to add controller support. Now I'm working in Construct 3, so it is limited in what I can do, but I've added controller support to my games before, and I think I can do it to this one. Right now, how the game works is you have a health system up at the top, and when you die, you can go and revive your friends. And the cool thing is you can't use your special attack till you revive your friends. And the reason I do this is partly because it's a bug, but also partly because I feel like it would encourage players to go and revive their friends if they weren't being allowed to use their strongest attack until they revive them. So that's the kind of reviving mechanic. And the enemies kind of just spawn randomly every few seconds out of these crystals I made. Now I don't know why they do this, but we'll figure it out. But basically that's how enemies spawn for now. But I'm thinking maybe in the next devlog I'm going to add a wave system. So it'll say wave 1, and then you have to fend off a certain amount of enemies. Or maybe even a random amount if I can implement that. But that's what I've got planned for the enemy system, and I'm thinking like at the end of all the waves you do a boss, because I think bosses would be really fun to do with your friends. I have people who playtest with me. My sister, she playtests a lot with me. She'll always try out my games, and I really appreciate that, and it just helps with playtesting. But I will probably release a demo of some kind. Maybe every time I do a devlog I release a new update, or I will have private playtesting and I'll get some other people to just playtest for me, like on my Discord server, which you can join down below in the description if you want to talk to me about the development of my game, Battleful Botanists. I intend on doing weekly devlogs, but that might not be the case just depending on what I've got, because I've got school, and I've got other stuff in my life that I'm doing, but I am trying to work on this game quite a lot, because I do wanted it to be my first commercial game that I ever make, and hopefully if you guys want to see more on this, I'll definitely leave a comment down below, and I'll definitely read all you guys' comments, some suggestions for the game and that. That's kind of the current state of the game right now. We don't really have any sound effects, and the art's in progress. I don't know if I should keep the current style, which is kind of like black background and like outlines around everything with like vibrant colours to show the different things, like white for items, red for enemies, and then the 4-player characters' colours will be purple, cyan, lime, and orange. It's kind of unique, and I like that about the player colours, but it might need some changing. I live stream on Twitch, so I'm probably going to do a lot of development on this game on Twitch, so I'll link my Twitch down below in the description as well, if you guys want to check that out and maybe come watch the development of Battleful Botanists live. As I've already said, I have other stuff going on. There's also game jams I want to do. For instance, I'm doing one this coming Friday, which is Friday the 19th of February. So yeah, I've got a lot of jams going on in that, so that might hinder the development, but I will always be working on this. And yeah, just ask me if you want to see devlogs on the jam games as well, because I'm probably going to do one for the jam that I'm going to do. Anyway, it's just a quick introduction to my game. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next devlog.